Hey there, I'm Josh from SipaBoards. Today we're gonna show exactly what comes to your doorstep when you order the hottest paddleboard on the water. First thing you do is take something sharp, but not a knife. And let's get into it. And we're in. Let's see what we got. Oh, cool, everything's in here. Got our drive, we got our box full of spare parts, and we got the beast itself, the SipaBoard. Let's open everything up, huh? Your Sipa drive is gonna come with a nice cardboard cover on top. And just open it up right here and see what it looks like. A beauty, isn't it? Your battery will come already inside of this drive. What you do is you wanna unscrew both of these tighteners, fasteners, and we're gonna see what we find inside, huh? Keep going, unscrew a lot because we made sure that it's nice and tight for transport. You'll get to the point where the top just comes right off and you can see everything inside. The battery, the connector, and the Sipa drive itself. This is where you're gonna be attaching your hose to eventually. We're just gonna put this over on the side here and we're gonna take a look at this box too. Absolutely crucial that you open this box before you open your board because it has your instruction manual inside. Everything that you need to know about your Sipa board, your Sipa drive, and everything that comes with it, you'll find inside the small box right here. So let's see what we got. At this point, open up your user manual. If you don't read this, don't bother with anything else. This is the first thing that you need to take a look at when you get your board. Not just instructions, but also information on your warranty, information on how to register to become a Sipa boarder, and everything else that you need to know. All right, so absolutely crucial that you take a look at this. Once we've read it, put it off on the side, save it someplace, and let's take a look at what we got. Inflation hose. Leash, don't go on the water without it. Fin, you can go on the water without it, but you'll just go in circles. Repair kit, everything you need in case there's a hole in your board or in case you need to make some tighteners, fasten some connections, whatever you need. And your charger for your battery, as well as your the remote control that you're going to be using on the paddle. You also have two little bags in here, or one little bag, sorry, and that'll include the remote control as well as the filling cable that you're gonna put on your paddle to control your Sipa drive. The moment we've all been waiting for, the Sipa board itself. Not bad, huh? Let's see what we got. Move this cardboard out of the way, huh? See 3 fasteners? Just open them. And you'll see, your bag isn't so much a bag as it is a burrito, right? Just a couple flaps with some awesome stuff inside. Open the flaps and you'll see the first thing, your paddle. We're gonna just take the parts of the paddle out so I can show you what the board looks like. Put the 3 parts to one side and open the last flap. Now you'll see your Sipa board inside. Simply unroll it and you can see where your drive is gonna go. So now that we've unpacked your board, the next step is putting together our paddle. We're gonna also put on the remote control that we're gonna use to operate our Sipa drive. And to do those things, we're gonna also need to open up our repair kit. First thing, take your remote control out of the bag, and what you'll see are 2 screws here, right? And they're attached with a hex key. The hex key you're gonna get out of your repair kit. Let's see what's inside. You have a tube of epoxy, a tool for removing the valve, and then a couple of hex keys, as well as a couple of pads in case you ever get a puncture, God forbid, in your board. This is the hex key that we need to get your soup out. Yeah, there we go. You can see it attaches right there. What you want to do is take the part of your paddle that has the handle on it. And this is the part you're going to be attaching the remote control to. Once it's nice and loose, slide it right on the paddle and take it all the way to the top, because we're not quite sure how long your paddle is going to be. It depends on your height. Once you have it where you want it to be, take your hex key, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And we're set. Now you'll see your paddle comes in 3 parts, right? This is the middle part, bottom, top. Doesn't really matter which side you put it in. Just undo the clip and slide one part into one part, the other clip, and the other part into the other part. Now you're ready. Now we're gonna show a little bit of theory. There's a lot of arguments about the right height or the right length for a paddle, but the general advice that we give is make sure when you're standing, the top of the paddle is right where your wrist is. Your wrist should bend over a little bit like that. If you have that, you're generally safe. Once you have it at the right height, simply fasten the clips. Now that we have our paddle put together, I'm gonna show you what else is in this bag. All it is the little charger for your remote. Take a look at the remote and you see 2 little dots. Similarly, you see 2 little dots right here. Now what's important is you make sure it's attached from left to right. So the USB side should be on the right-hand side of the paddle. Charge that up before you go out on your first paddling session. Then we're gonna show you what's in the drive here. Remember I told you before that you'd find a battery already inside. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. See nice pads on either side to make sure that it's nicely cushioned inside. And then we're gonna take this small white box and show you the charging cable. Looks like that, right? Unscrew this guy, and you can see that it attaches nicely to right here. Just tighten it, and there you go. This part is a normal plug like anything else. Plug it in this side and into the wall. You're ready to go. You can see the USB that's right here that we put away in this bag. You can charge your battery, your main battery, and your remote control at the same time. Once everything's charged, you put it back in the drive the way we found it. But I'm leaving the top off because this has the same exact connection, right? Just put that guy in there. And similarly, attach this part. You may want to take it out a little bit. To attach it, make sure it's firmly in there, and then put it down into the drive. And here we are, literally at the moment everybody's been waiting for. This is so cool. Take our inflation hose and attach one side to the drive itself. Make sure it's on there good so it doesn't move around. Other half, come over here and open your valve. I cannot stress this enough. The valve here has 2 positions, down and up. And you'll be able to see that. You can see that it's on a spring and it goes up and down. When you fill, the position must be up. If it's down, everything you put into your board will come out the second you detach your hose. So to make sure you don't waste your time, your energy, and the good cheer of everybody around you, make sure it's in the up position. Once you have it in the up position, come and do 1/2 of a turn clockwise. Now I'm ready to start. You see over here on the remote control, there's a power button. To inflate, simply hold for 5 seconds. You can also do this phase with the app. Just click the button that says inflate and you'll be ready to go. Just gonna put it in the center so that it doesn't fall out. You'll see it'll automatically stop itself when the time is right. Now, inflation goes in 2 phases, and the first one gets your board pumped up just enough so that you can slide your drive in. Now you want to make sure that the arrow right here is pointing in the direction that you're going to paddle. Once you've done that, simply slide your board in so that it's, or slide your drive in so that it's flush with the board surface. Once you have it in so that it's nice and flush with the surface of the board, simply do the same thing one more time. And now you can get ready for your session. Take 5 minutes, do whatever you need to do. Now that we're all pumped up, we're gonna go to the last couple of phases before we get on the water. First one that's important is come over to the side where your valve is and undo that one first. Like that. Then come over to the side that's on your drive and undo that one. Now you're gonna wanna put the cover on your drive, and you'll see the distance between the screws and the edge of the cover. You wanna align that with the holes inside of the drive right here. Once you got that, press down. You really wanna put some elbow grease here. You wanna make sure you put a lot of weight on there and make sure that it's nice and tight so that no water gets into your drive. Remember, if water gets into your drive, you void the warranty. Just to make sure. Now the next thing we're gonna do is put on our leash. Make sure you shut the valve with the cover. Just turn it to the right, no big deal. Now you're gonna wanna attach your leash to the ring that's right here. Now take a look. You'll see that you have a couple of clips here which correspond to rings on your board. First one goes here. And this is the way you'll see. This leash is not used just to keep you safe on the water, but it's actually gonna help you get to the water. Skip this ring, and you'll see it's kind of hard, but stretch it out so that it goes all the way to that ring. That gives you a nice, tight leash that you can use to put over your shoulder. Now we're at the very last step before we get on the water. Take your fin in your hand and turn your board over. You can see what we have here is a standard fin box, right? Now, think about which way you want the fin to go. That's not right. See, it's pointing in that direction. Now you want your fin to point to the back of your board. Come here, unscrew this part. And what you're gonna do is you see this little clip right here. Make sure that you put that right in the center and then slide it to the back like that. This, what I like to do, I like to tighten just one turn so that I can put it right in there. And now I want to match the bolt right there, or the nut, I'm sorry, to the hole in your fin. See, I did a little too far, so I'm going to push it back. Now, I'm just going to put that down and tighten my fin up. So, you get your fin screwed in all the way to the end, and you're really done. Now all you have to do is get on the water. Like I said before, nice and tight, you just throw it over your shoulder. Grab your paddle, and you're off. Now the only thing left to do is put your leash on and get on the water. Just unconnect it here and here. Pick which leg you want to put it on and get it done. Make sure the nice side is touching your skin. Wrap it one time around until the Velcro sticks. And then you're ready to hop on. Always get on your knees so you don't bust your head. Now that we're on the water, we're gonna take a look at the thing that sets the SipaBoard apart from every other paddleboard on the water. It's the coolest part, the remote control. See, it has a power button, low, medium, and high. The power button turns your motor off whenever you need it for safety reasons. But right now, we're gonna give it a start. You can feel the drive starting up underneath your feet. And hands free, go off into the water. See you guys on the other side. Now that we've had some fun on the water, we're gonna show you how to get the air out of your soup. Just come over here, unscrew the valve. Remember what I was talking about before? Up position, down position. Push it to the down position and right. You can jump on it a little bit, get the air out however you want. At this point, it's all up to you. What I like to do is come over here to the tip. Start folding it so that this triangle and the triangle of your board match. And every time you fold, you're gonna push a little more air out. Fold one more time, more air out. And at this point, you should have taken enough air out of your board so that you can remove your SIPA drive. Take it out. If it doesn't come out, get a little more air out, no big deal. Take your drive out. Put it someplace dry. Keep folding up your board. Now this last fold is the most important because you'll see the hole here in your board and the fin box underneath. We're gonna try and match the fin box with the hole in your board. So get it all the way to the end and uninflated. And then tuck the side with the fin box in first. And there you go. Put it back on the center. Now that we have all the air out of our board and we have it in the middle of our bag, it's time to put the rest of our stuff together. Take our drive and put it up at the top. Our leash and fin go in the special pocket for it down here. Start to fold it up. Now, there's no real rule to which side anything goes on, but I like to have the part with the paddle on it in the center. Get it all in there. And then continue wrapping up. You have fasteners here. You may have to loosen them or tighten them. That way you make sure that nothing falls out. Fold it up to the end. And you're ready to go. There you go. That's the whole SipaBoards experience. Hope you enjoyed watching. See you all on the water.